Hey everyone, Warwick's here. So as you can tell, my voice, I'm very much morning voice right now. It is 8:30 in the morning where I am at right now as I record these. I'm doing three of them back to back to back so that I can get this content out for next week. I've been a little slow on these because there wasn't anything that really truly caught my attention in terms of what I wanted to sit down and do reactions to. But it's Christmas season. It's that time of the year where we get to do all these fun releases. So we're going to be doing these three and see if there's anything else that pops up. And then, of course, I mentioned in my community post yesterday that I'm going to go do a video on one of these songs that I've heard quite a bit and kind of do less of a reaction and analysis video and do more just like a sit down breakdown analysis type video of it. My glasses are dirty as hell right now. So this video, we're going to start off with the Bass Gang. I've obviously done a lot of them lately. I still may go back and do their Jolly Singer Bold and or their We Don't Talk About Bruno. I'll probably do those after the first of the year just because of time and wanting to maintain good energy for these videos. But this one, we're going to do their All I Want for Christmas Is You. Of course, the song that basically keeps Mariah Carey in the black every year because she makes so much money off the royalties for literally like 45 days of play. So I'm very curious to see what they do. I know this is arranged by Casper, who also features in this video. So a little bit of a different take. Usually one of the four guys from the Bass Gang are arranging it. This time they're doing something arranged by Casper, who has been their manager basically since they formed. So he's essentially an unofficial part of the Bass Gang, like officially part of them back like behind the scenes, but on screen. Obviously, he was in a lot of the scenes that were meant for Marwan during their May the Bass Be With You Volume 4, so he just kind of fills gaps in for this group and is a tremendous singer of his own right. I first got introduced to him with Moment of Silence, which I did a video on way back when this bottom left here was much smaller. And been a fan of his singing ever since. So really looking forward to this. So for those of you that are new to my videos or new to my channel, first off, welcome. Veterans, welcome back. It's good to see you again. The quick and dirty on me is that my name is Corey. I've started doing these videos in 2022. Inspired actually by Peter Barber of the Bass Gang to do these videos. And I've been kind of doing them ever since. 2023 was a little less consistent in terms of what I was doing because I got burnt out, but try to do these videos in little batches when I feel the energy and the desire to want to do them versus sitting down and forcing myself to record every week, which is what I was doing in 2022. So I'm not a professional musician. I just really like this stuff, and I've learned a lot doing these videos, listening to other creators, and then just kind of integrating my own knowledge into it, which is pretty limited, but it is there. The way that I do these videos, if I've never seen the song before, which for this one I haven't, most of the videos that I've been doing recently I don't. So the structure is pretty simple. I watch the video all the way through, no pausing, nothing like that. You're just going to get my dumb face in the bottom left of your screen reacting to everything that's going on here. And then we go back and do a second listen through where I sit there and that's where I do like the pause and the breakdown and I talk about the things that I think are really cool. YouTube really hates this format. It copyrights every single video. And I'm a little bit too lazy to sit down and go through every single one of them and try to like see what I can do about it. Mainly because I'm not making money off this channel anyway, so I don't really care. But that's how I do these videos. The future like analysis video will be much different, and I'll explain it when we get there. But that's how I do my videos. I get a ton of good feedback on them. And so let's dive right in. Let's go All I Want for Christmas Is You, the Bass Singers a cappella cover from the Bass Gang featuring the awesome Casper Fox. Make sure I actually have some volume on this. There we go.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need.
And I don't care about those presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true.
Make my wish come true.
'Cause all I want for Christmas is you. Oh, I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. And I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace. Santa Claus won't make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day. Oh, I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. Oh, you, oh, baby.
All the lights are shining so brightly everywhere. And the sound of children's laughter fills the air.
And everyone is singing. Yeah, I hear the sleigh bells ringing. Santa, won't you bring me the one I really need? Won't you please bring my baby to me? Yeah. I don't want a lot for Christmas. This is all I'm asking for. I just want to see my baby standing right outside my door.
I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know.
Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. All I want for Christmas is
All right. That was very different than what I was expecting. So obviously the original is like the most traditional pop song you will ever hear in your life. Runs about 100 beats, 110 beats a minute. Actually, let me Google that. Oh, what is the... Yes, all my Baldur's Gate stuff shows up. I've been playing a lot of it lately, along with World of Warcraft. Let's see. BPM. Oh, yeah, 150. Jesus. Was it really that fast? Jesus, it was that fast. God, okay. So to give you an idea, 100 beats per minute is basically like generally in the music world is seen as quite quick. So the fact that this one actually felt like it was double time, or not double time, but half time throughout the whole way, like it was like spent the majority of the song quite slow, less a pop song and more like a um how the form escapes me for now, but obviously brought a lot of really interesting shows off the bass talents of all these guys, and then we get to see Casper, who is a tenor by his own admission. You can tell by his voice type and stuff like that. Really, really good. One small thing that made me a little sad is we didn't get Casper's awesome subs, because he actually can do some crazy bass sub harmonics. You've seen that in Moment of Silence and then in a few other videos that I've seen of his. Um, I enjoy listening to those too. I'm a little sad I didn't get him here, but he more than made up for it with some ridiculous high notes, which we'll talk about. But this was a very cool cover, very different than what I was expecting. I was expecting very much like the up tempo, uh, unique and glamorous twist on the the traditional pop song, which is, like I said, it's very fast paced at 150 beats a minute. And we got a much more sort of like almost traditional love song feel to it, with a little bit of an interplay there in the middle just to switch up the momentum of the song and how it was going. So really, really cool stuff. Let's go back. And if you're here for just the reaction, that's the end of the video for you. If you're here for the full breakdown, let's dive in.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need.
And
So before we get into the rest of Peter here, I really like the fact that the audio starts when the screen is still black, and then we get the, the cover for it, just from a video editing, like visual perspective that my brain latches onto. I really, really enjoyed that. Really dig all of the costumes here, just very sort of traditional, like just going out with a loved one or with a potential loved one. From there, I really dig this Marwan jacket. I probably couldn't wear it, but I really dig it. And let me see if I can get his hand that's in the way, I think, the whole time. Let's see.
There is just one thing I need.
Yeah. This necklace, Casper, if you're watching this, tell me what this necklace is, because I think it's kind of intriguing. So.
don't care about those presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know.
Really like in the background here, right on where you get more than you could ever know, we get some really nice dynamicism, I guess is the word I'm looking for, and the ooze in the background. I don't know if that's Casper jumping up or if it's Casper and Tommy, while Bobby and Marwan are sticking to the more like low-ish middle harmony notes here.
More than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. Make my wish come true. 'Cause all
Really also like the background with like the blurry, like snowy landscape type background that they're doing here. Really dig that, kind of showing that you're out walking in, a snowy small town or city or whatever the case may be, giving that vibe to it. So again, from a visual perspective, really cool. This whole entrance is not really like, it's very much in line with what the original song is, although it's much longer, I think, because I think the original was only like 15 seconds long. But then she jumps right into like the upbeat, fast pace, go for it. Whereas these guys are kind of extending it out, obviously, towards the majority of the song. And so this particular entrance, it feels like it's very much, and it's been a little bit, I don't really listen to a bunch of Christmas music outside of what a cappella groups do. It's not like something I sit down and will partake in. Like my coworkers at work have it like playing through the Amazon, and I just stick a headphone in and listen to whatever it is I want to listen to, which is usually video game music. And so it's just not something I listen to a ton, but if I recall, they're being very true to kind of the original version of the song before Mariah kicks into the huge, fast-paced pop song aspect of it.
make my wish come true. 'Cause all I want for Christmas.
Make My Wish Come True in the background there. It feels very traditional tenor 1, tenor 2, baritone, bass, where you're going with Casper here being your tenor 1, I believe Tommy being your tenor 2, Marwan your baritone, and then Bobby being your bass on that. So let's listen to it one more time.
Make my wish come true. Make my wish come true. 'Cause all I want for Christmas is you.
Really like, again, the video editing in the background with the snowflake flying in, and then it just bringing these guys in, and it puts us in a new background with this red and green here. And then we get into the momentum part of the song where we get these background something along those lines. With the sha la 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 sha la 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 ooh. You know, that's really starting to push that momentum, and it has a very much a swing vibe to it, very slow swing vibe to it, or like a slow jazz vibe to it, which is really cool, really interesting. Again, they're taking a very up tempo pop song and transplanting it into a new genre, a new style rather, and it's very cool. Ooh, it's actually more doo-wop than anything else. That's the one I was looking for. It's not slow jazz, it's doo-wop. So very cool. With if you listen to Tommy on the bass line here. So I appreciate, and this is a pattern that I picked up as I was on the first watch, is that every time they switch to a new member of the bass gang, all of them start low and come up into whatever it is they're going to be singing for the rest of the way. Peter did it at the very beginning. We'll skip back to Peter real quick here.
And I don't care.
And then he jumps up. And then now we move over here into Marwan.
I don't want.
That vote right there. So so far that's been the pattern consistent here.
On a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. And I don't care about the present underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need the present.
Also, I like how they're passing off the bass line. Obviously, we saw Tommy doing it at the very beginning. This one now it's Peter with the other three soprano background oohs, ahs, ums. But again, we get this transition going from Marwan to Bobby. And again, listen to how Bobby starts.
Underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need
Like, come on, man.
to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace.
With Peter still doing the background here. Really like the way, like, to me, like, Bobby's voice is like perfect for this song because he brings just that like really nice combo and mix. If he can do the power here, his tone, like, I think fits this song perfectly. And then he can also drop his breathy bass, which I think he does a little bit later in the song. I think he's just like perfect for this type of singing. Like, I could very much see Bobby touring the country in December, you know, hitting 2 or 3 places a day for 30 days straight, or 30 out of 31 days, and like just singing like Christmas songs. And I think that it would be like consistent and the same every single time. It's kind of ridiculous.
Upon the fireplace, Santa Claus won't make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day. Oh,
I mean, do we need to talk about it? I don't think we do. Like, weirdly enough, what I heard while I listened to like the very beginning of that, let me go back 10 seconds here.
Santa Claus won't make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day. Oh,
So what I hear there in my brain, the first time I heard it and the second time that I heard it, is Bobby and Friend Like Me. You never had a friend like me. Like that slide down that he did. It had that same sort of like, especially these first couple notes.
with a toy on
With a toy. Like that right there hits like not quite the same grittiness that he did with the slide down in Friend Like Me, but the same like vibe in a lot of ways where it's just kind of meant to be there almost as a way of like, hey, I can do this, so I'm going to, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I appreciate it.
Christmas Day. Oh, I just
Whatever that ending chest note was, ooh, please tell me in the comments.
Just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true.
What did this gingerbread man do to get so sad? Come on, guys. Also, gingerbread is overrated. That's my hot take. But so they switch it up a little bit with Tommy here in that they don't actually have him start like really low. Like all the other guys have almost slid up from like a very like a low chest note, whereas Tommy starts kind of in that upper bass range, even into low baritone range, and then towards the end of this, you're gonna see.
All I want for Christmas is you.
Also, I really like the way that Tommy brought like lounge singer vibe to this song. And that's how he treated his lead line here is that he was very much a like a lounge singer that's just trying to put all the soul that he can into it. That's putting all this soul into it, and you hear it with a little bit of vibrato, the riffing that he's doing, and it's just like a little bit of a different style from the other guys, and I really like appreciate the fact that he kind of thought about it a little. It feels like he thought about it a little bit different. I don't know if that's how it was supposed to be done in the arrangement, but from an outside observer's perspective that is only viewing this video, it feels like he thought about his line a little bit differently and how he wanted to approach it, especially given the tempo of everything. And I think it works to great effect here. With Bobby doing the bass line, of course. And there we get the bass.
All the lights are shining so brightly everywhere. And the sound of children's laughter fills the air.
I just had to let that section go because it's my favorite of the entire thing. So I kind of mentioned, Casper does give us like the he doesn't give us his subharmonics here, at least that I caught. I don't know if he's doing any of the background bass lines and I just missed it. Hang on a sec. But what I appreciate that what he does in this is that he did it in Moment of Silence as well, and in some of his other projects, but Moment of Silence is like my favorite thing that he's done with Marwan. And getting that, like, he's really good, and you can hear it here with his like sliding and riffing that he's doing up in the high register. He has really good control over it. And I think of guys like Ellie Jacobson from Voice Play that also do this really well. They just can riff at really high notes and it sounds really good. But I want to go back a little bit. So I mentioned that Tommy took a very different approach to his, and we don't really see much in the way of deep bass out of Tommy. And then he gets it in like right before we get just slapped in the face with a Bobby bass subharmonic. So right here.
All the lights are shining so brightly everywhere.
So I want to know, actually, is that subharmonic? I mean, it might be chest, but the way that, like, if you look, like, I guess let me go back here. So anytime, and this is just something I picked up watching too many of these videos. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But one thing I've noticed from watching these videos is that anytime they're like looking down and they're, what's called low bass face is usually they're trying to push a subharmonic. In this case, he's sustaining it pretty harsh too, or pretty well too. So usually that usually means that it allows them to open up their like in here so that they can try to push that sound, or arrange their vocal folds or whatever the case. I mean, I'm sure Peters probably could talk about the technique of it all, but my understanding is that they do this, and I'm not a technique guy, so please don't lambaste me. But that allows for bigger pushing. But then as you see as he's coming up, you can see almost that his Adam's apple, if you can see it, you can't really see mine because gotten fat over the years. Sits lower and lower, and that allows for that kind of push. But it feels like all three of these notes are subharmonics that he's doing because it's of the consistency of sound. Because going from a chest note to a subharmonic note, there's a very distinct sound difference, and I don't think they wanted that. So I think he's doing all three of these in subs, or he's doing all three in chest. I can't tell.
All the lights are shining so brightly everywhere.
By the way, either way, it's ridiculous.
And the sound of children's
And the sun, like just hitting those little peaks. Really appreciate it, Casper.
laughter fills the air.
That note, when I heard it, I got transported, and I might be wrong, but I got transported to their hide and seek when he hit that right at their trap drop section. So I believe that is an E1 subharmonic or E flat 1 subharmonic. Dumb. I missed Marwan low notes. I mean, I know we got some of them in Arabian Nights, but it was much more about showing off the rest of his range. I am so glad to get Marwan's stupid bassy subnotes back in my life, so thank you, Marwan.
And everyone is
Oh, we see Tommy doing his best Jonathan Young there. Everyone. In that grit. What I really like here is the background, and this is where you start to feel that momentum go into what is, I'm assuming a little homage to the traditional pop song, but you get the doop 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 going from Peter and from I believe Marwan here.
singing. Yeah, I hear the sleigh bells ringing. Santa, won't you bring me the one I really need? Won't you please bring my baby to me? Yeah. I don't want a lot for Christmas. This is all I'm asking.
Yeah, so this is definitely much more in that closer to 150 beat per minute traditional song. What's going on outside my window right next to my desk? So kids are playing out across the fence, it sounds like. Cool. Good for them. But we're getting back to the more the traditional side here, and we kind of build into it with this pickup in tempo halfway through Peter's line. And you can tell it with his facial expression because he gets this big smile on his face too, which is visually a way for you to know that something different is about to come. And then we get into much more of this traditional with still have this doo-wop feel to the background with the way the background goes are. So pay attention to that as we get into this section.
One I really need, won't you please bring my baby to me? Yeah. I don't want a lot for Christmas.
Da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Yeah, still very much that doo-wop feel the entire time.
This is all I'm asking for. I just wanna see my baby standing
Okay, I missed that. Thank you, Tommy, for your slide.
for. I just wanna see my baby standing right outside my door.
Dude, Bobby's high notes are starting to sound so much cleaner. Like cleaner and cleaner every time. Like even just from, and I don't know when the recording for all of this was, but from Friend Like Me to this one, you can even tell he's still like unlocking new access points for his upper range, and it's very, very cool. But yeah, you can still definitely feel this very much a doo-wop style here, because you're hearing it even with like in this section here, you're getting you're getting the did but then you're also getting the oohs that are being done on a tenor level with Casper, and I believe one of the other guys on baritone.
Be to me, yeah.
Let's see.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. This is all I'm asking for. I just wanna see my baby standing right outside my door.
I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know.
Make my wish come true.
We get our gingerbread man back. Now all of a sudden he's happy. So who knows what happened? Make all sorts of jokes here. But what I really appreciate is again, we're showing off that high range that Casper has and showing that he's been integrating a lot of grit into his sounds. And again, if you listen to some of his other videos, it probably won't come into you as a surprise. but like he's really could tell that's kind of been a thing that he's been working on. Is just integrating a little bit more grit to kind of do these different styles of covers that he wants to pursue for himself. And with the bass gang obviously here, and it really pays off. I really appreciate it here.
You could ever know to make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas
Is you.
Do we need to talk about it? I don't think so. Just stupid. And it's going. He's still going. And then he just like Bobby, bro, like you hit these really nice high notes. You've been working on that, but yet you're still like, by the way, guys, I'm still the bassiest of the basses of this group, which I think he still technically is in terms of range. So it's just like 30 straight seconds of Bobby just hitting stupid low chest notes and subharmonics, I imagine, in there. Just ridiculous. God, I love these guys. All right. Very cool video. I really enjoyed that. I think I enjoyed this definitely much more than Blue Christmas, but Blue Christmas wasn't so much the fact that I didn't like their version of it. Their version of it was pretty good. I think Blue Christmas is kind of a shitty song. Sorry, Elvis fans. So really like this one a lot. Really looking forward to seeing what these guys do in 2024. I am very much on board for the journey. So Bass Gang, thank you very much for everything you've given us this year. May the Bass be with you, Volume 3. Hooked on a Feeling came out this in February of this year, and now of course you have Bruno, Jolly Sailor Bold, which I'll probably do either videos on later or just go listen to on my own. And now this one. So you guys did what, like eight videos this year. So 8 videos in 12 months. That's pretty good considering the logistical challenges that they faced, and they did a lot of these in-person type stuff with May the Bass Be With You Volume 3. So that's quite a bit of fun to enjoy throughout the year. A lot of these songs are on playlists of mine. So like I said, I'm very much on board with the Bass Gang in 2024. You should be too if you are watching this and you're not already. These guys to me are going to be the future of content and bass singing and things like that. And I just expect big things out of them, and they still have yet failed to deliver. I really think this is 2024 is going to be the year that I hope that they truly break out in the way that they deserve. So Bass Gang, good luck to you guys. Happy holidays to all of you, everyone here watching. We've got more videos that you'll be getting from me, but I want to wish you all happy holidays as well. Until the next video, hope you're all staying safe. Hope you're all enjoying yourself. You're having fun. You keep on gaming, and I'll see you in the next video.